Hi, my name is Maddie, and I am on a journey of weight loss and financial wellness after last year when I
had a baby.
And it has been 6 months since my last confession, my last PT test. How the hell has it been 6 months already? Like time do be flying though. My God. But regardless, it's been 6 months. And I want this video to not just be, like the PT test. I also want it to be like looking back on like, hey, what all did we get done? What all did we accomplish in 2026? And so we'll be going through like my weight loss of the last 6 months, my measurements, some before and afters maybe. But like the thing is, those are all great, and they are. But a big marker of, my health is my physical fitness, which is why we will be doing this PT test. I want to compare how I'm doing now versus how I was doing 6 months ago. Now, I do expect some improvements. I don't expect anything crazy, but I do expect some improvements, mainly because newbie gains is a thing, and I feel as though I have gotten some newbie gains. But we are going to be doing that. This will be a comparison of past Maddie. Past Maddie, she was doing her best. But, I hope we're doing a little better now. I hope my best is different now. So for this PT test, the first thing we will be doing is taking it back to high school with the good old 1 mile run. I will be running outside on a paved trail type of thing. I'm not looking forward to it. I did have a running challenge. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Like, it was very well received. It was very inspirational. But I haven't run in a month because I've been doing Chloe Ting. So, my best track time, I'm going to put it here, but I want to say it's 13:31. That is my best outdoor running time. My best treadmill time was like 12:20. I am hoping today that we get sub 14 minutes. I would be really happy with sub 14 minutes. I could see it going either way. I'm hoping we get below 15 minutes, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Number 2, we are going to do a plank hold for as long as humanly possible. We're just going to hold it out for endurance. And I'll talk more about kind of how I felt about it at the time versus now later. Number 3, we will be doing a flexibility test in the form of a sit and reach test. And number 4, we are going to attempt to do real push-ups, not the knee kind, although the knee kind are real too. I'm not trying to take away from that at all. We're going to attempt to do like military type push-ups. So those are the 4 things that we will be doing. And then after, we're going to have a chat. We're going to have a kiki. Y'all pray for me. Yeah, y'all pray for me. Editing Maddie, don't you dare roll that intro music yet. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys. I will be doing some body comparisons a little bit in this video if I can. And I'm so sad, but I could not find the workout onesie that I had in that video. I must have donated it during my whole spiel, my whole decluttering thing where I decluttered the house in a day, and I low-key regret it, but I low-key don't. You know what? I'm proud of past Maddie for getting rid of things, but I do wish I had kept it. So this is the closest that I was able to find. This is the same booby sports bra that I was wearing that day. Welcome to my cleavage, ladies and gentlemen. This sports bra is from Victoria's Secret, and I've legitimately had it for 14 years. I've had it since 2012. It was not quite as booby when I originally got it. I weigh a good bit more than I weighed literally when I was a freshman in college. God, I feel like aging Matt Damon right now. Regardless though, I wore the closest equivalent that I own to that. So, okay. I guess you can roll the intro music now, editing Maddie. All right, we are heading to the trail, and Henry's driving. I don't want y'all to worry that I'm driving, but I wanted to tell you guys about my run music, the method to my madness that is putting together a good running playlist. Now, on the last day of the running challenge, I wanted to crush it, and I feel that I did. I put together, I named it The Final Run, and I put together a very short playlist of songs to get me through. So, for a good running challenge, you don't want to immediately start out sprinting. You kind of want to build up, in my opinion. For me personally, if I start out sprinting, then I'm going to tire out much faster and I'm going to get discouraged during the run. So the first song that I picked for my final run, and this is what I'll be listening to today, is Humble by Kendrick Lamar. The second song is Zero by Imagine Dragons. The third song is X Gon' Give It To You by DMX. The fourth song is When Worlds Collide by Powerman 5000. And then if I'm still running or I'm not feeling it, the last song that's going to bring us out is Power by Kanye West. Now, here's the thing. Kanye, he has his problems, but his era of music was like peak. It was when he had his era. It is no longer. Regardless, though, also for me personally, like the full verse of Power, I loved Saints Row 3, and when they used Power, I was shook. But the full song of Power is like 5 minutes, and the best part of Power is like the first like 2 minutes, and then maybe like the last little bit. So I like that to finish the run. You heard it here first. When you're building a playlist, build something inspirational. Some other favorite songs to start are Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. People be sleeping on Send Me On My Way by Rusted Roots. The true test of if you're a millennial or if you're a Gen X, if you're kind of in between. Do you know that song from Matilda? Then you're a millennial. Do you know the song from Ice Age? Then you are Gen Z. I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. Regardless, that's honestly like an underrated song to start to. My recommendations. I don't make the rules, but I also do make the rules.
Please,
Subscribe.
for the love of God!
Oh my God, you can't see it. Come here. No. Okay. Oh. My watch went off at 11:45. I did that mile at 11:45. Holy shit. Ah. Oh no, I'm filming in portrait mode. I'm sorry. Oh God. I'm gonna go find my husband. Ah. Hello and welcome to my baby boy's room. Sorry that the lighting is a little yellow. I'm using this as a lighting source. I'm shook by that run. I'm shook. Now, I will say a few things. Number one, I did take pre-workout. I just always want to be clear about that. Like, it helps. It just helps. Number two, that was me pushing it as hard as I possibly could. Could I do that every single day? Absolutely not. Nor should you do that every single day. Cause like, that's a good way to like burn yourself out or injure yourself. But I feel like the purpose of a PT test, it is to go until I absolutely can't anymore. I'm really proud of that time. Truly. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. And then number three, I can't stop coughing because I was mouth breathing a fair amount. Now, I checked the pollen count this morning. And it was like, don't you worry about a thing, baby girl. Pollen count's low today. Don't worry about it. Well, then I checked it when I got home and I couldn't stop coughing. And guess what? It's saying it's high now. I don't know why it lied to me. But I did push it. My smartwatch did say that I reached zone 5 of my heart rate. And, oh, I thought it would talk. I even held the phone up. It just says 90% out of 100 of your maximum heart rate. I don't know what that means, but it said I reached zone 5, which I'll have to look, but I don't know. Google says around 171, which is very high for me. So I really was pushing it, but you know what? I'm ultimately very proud of that. But running aside, we are here for the next portion of the PT test, which is the plank test. Now, the last time around that I did this, I hit a minute. That was what I got. And I'm really proud of that. I feel like that's pretty good for me to basically, like, I had like 0 activity level. I was working out some, but like it was very much in its infancy. So I'm almost nervous that I'm not going to surpass that by very much today, but we're going to do our absolute best. The other thing that I dogged on was, I was like, oh, my form was bad. My butt was in the air. But actually, I looked it up today to try to make sure that my form is good. And looking back at that footage, my form was fine. Maybe someone will disagree with me, but I thought my form was good. I'm not mad at it. But we are going to do plank. I'm actually going to take my smartwatch off because it kind of gets in the way sometimes. Like, look at that. Look at that. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm burping and coughing. But yeah, we don't want that. So, smartwatch is off. We are going to assume the position. Ugh. Okay. God dang it. I accidentally, collided in with my son's toy box. I'm checking my form in the thing. Okay, so, as with last time, I'm going to prattle on for a little bit. So this is very random, but I've been thinking about, the future of my channel. God, I'm already shaking. To be fair, last time I did take a break between the run and the planking because I had errands to run and I had to wait. I also still can't stop coughing. So anyway, I've been thinking about the future of my channel, if I ever hit my weight loss goal. Or if I just, can't do vlogs anymore or whatever. And, for a while there, I thought I would do, fat acceptance content. But I ultimately decided that I'm actually not going to do that because I kind of think they're all bullies with the exception of a few people. It makes me lose my faith in humanity. And I kind of feel like it's a circle jerk of people just saying the same points over and over again, even the good ones. I'm sorry. Oh, we surpassed a minute. I've had a lot of people be like, girl, do book reviews. But book review channels, it's really hard to get traction. Oh, God, I'm feeling it. Oh, I thought about doing movie reviews. I really like movie reviews of, older movies. Oh, my God, come on, Maddie, you can do it. I can't talk anymore. Oh, God, I gotta lock in. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Okay, so I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've broken a pretty good sweat. That's pretty good. I mean, what is that, a 50% increase of, I don't know, in my time? Sorry. I'm sweaty and my brain cells are slowly ugh. Okay, but not bad. I held it for a minute last time, held it for 30 more seconds this time. I'll take it, honestly. Hope my form was good. Let's move on to our flexibility test.
A few moments later.
Welcome from the great beyond. No, you are way up there. Okay, so I am here with the sit and reach test. I thought I'd put you up there so you could see what's going on, but maybe you're a little too far away. I don't know. So this test judges flexibility, and it judges flexibility in your hamstrings. However, your girl, I do have this belly here, and she does get in the way of things. So my average last time around was 16 inches. I'm very curious to see what it'll be now. So I do have the video. I'm going to link the video below of what I use to basically give me the tutorial on how to do this. But I have a tape measure. I have it pulled out to about 32 inches. I have my feet at the 15-inch mark. And then, so we're going to reach 3 times. We will interlock the fingers, and we're going to take the average of the 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are tapping at the 17. Usually go a little further every time. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, tapping at the 18. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, not quite the 19. So our average is about 18, a little less than 18. That's pretty good. What is that, an extra 2 inches? Sometimes an extra 2 inches is really all you need, am I right, ladies? As usual, please forgive my dirty-ass room. I cleaned the rest of my house, and this room is my shame place. No one judge my shame place. Let's go do a push-up. Hopefully more than one.
A few inches later.
Welcome back to Little Man's Room. Here we are for the final portion of the PT test. And that would be push-ups. Push-up. We'll see. Last time around, I was not really even able to do one. I joked that maybe I got 0.5 done, but that was about it. It was not good form, so honestly, if I do one, that's a win in my book. I'm very nervous. Let's just get into it. I already feel weak from all the other things I've been doing. I'm putting it off. I don't want to do it. All right. 1. Oh, God, 2. Am I doing it right? 3. Okay, 3.5. Okay. I'm sure the form was questionable, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm gonna have some final thoughts, and also I just want to sit down and talk about my other metrics, weight loss and everything. But overall, in terms of my fitness metrics, I'm really proud. I really couldn't be prouder. I'm impressed. I got a lot done in 6 months, and I think it's inspirational. But, a lot of people, they want to know what those numbers are, and I get it. So, we'll get into that. I'm not gonna lie, it will be future Maddie filming that when it gets closer to the end of the month and we're at a true 6 months. I picked today because it was not miserably hot outside because I had to run that mile. I hope you guys will forgive me. Let's take it away to future Maddie. She's older, she's wiser, she's Maddie.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
All right, we've made it to the final part of the video, the other side of the progress. We did the PT test. Now it's time to sit down and talk numbers. How much weight did we lose in 6 months? What are our measurements? Pictures. The pictures have me shook, y'all. And a New Year's resolutions check-in. Because guess what? We did make those, and I, for one, didn't forget about mine in February like I have every other year. Did you forget about yours? It's okay if you did. It's not too late. There's still a whole other half of 2026. But this is the cozy part of the video, so grab a cup of tea or coffee. I've straight up got my creatine right here, as well as my red light therapy belt from Renpho. That is right, our good friend Renpho is back and they are sponsoring another video. And before you click away or click ahead, I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you, you might want to stick around because you could be the lucky recipient of one of these bad boys. But before we get into the details of the giveaway, let me tell y'all all about it. Because this little thing, it is not just a red light therapy belt. Oh, no, 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 no. She has heat. She has those vibrations. Those good vibrations. Am I right, ladies? But seriously, it has 3 heat levels, 3 vibration levels, and 5 red light intensity levels. Y'all know I am such a big fan of anything that has to do with heat. I love hot and cold therapy for sore muscles or any sort of general chronic pain that you could be suffering from. Whenever I get my period, I always carry pain in my lower back. Heck, I have pain in my lower back from being a 33-year-old mother with a 20-pound baby who insists on sleeping like a pretzel. Just twisted up like a pretzel. Actually, I'm the one that sleeps like a pretzel, but honestly, he does too. And this belt just hits the spot in every way, every time. It is chargeable and wearable. There is no cord, which honestly, based on that alone, take my money. Take my money right now. I love the fact that I can walk around with it if I need to while I'm cooking dinner and just generally after a long day of being stuck sitting at my desk. I like that I can be mobile while I wear this thing. And the combination of all 3, the red light therapy, the vibration, which low-key feels like a massage, and the heat, oh my God. Okay, I know that I'm being a little extra, but it's hard not to be when you're so excited about a product like this red light therapy belt. And if you are interested in buying one of your own, then click the link in my description. But if you are also interested in potentially winning your own red light therapy belt, then follow Renpho's Instagram as well as my Instagram at Maddie Does What She Wants 93. The other one is an old one. Maddie Does What She Wants 93. And there you will see a little post featuring the belt and yours truly. And when you see that, I want you to just do one simple thing. Follow both accounts and comment self-care. The lucky winner will be chosen in 5 days. That is right, 5 days. We are not waiting weeks to do this giveaway. So real talk, head over there right now. Come back to me. but head over there. Thank you so much to Renpho for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into our 2026 New Year's resolutions. Let's do a little check-in, a little kiki. All right, I brought you guys in a little closer because I felt like I was sitting really far away. Still wearing the belt though, because I was not lying. Like, the heat feels amazing on my lower back. I want to live in this belt. Okay, so before I get into the thing that I feel like everybody's super excited about, like the numbers, because please stay tuned for that, because I was not ready. I really wasn't. I do want to get into my resolutions. Now, before I get into my resolutions, I do want to say this. I made a joke at the beginning of this segment where I was like, oh, did you forget about your goals back in February? Here's the thing. New Year's resolutions, they really are an illusion. You can set goals anytime you want. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year. So if you're like, Maddie, this year is not going that great for me, I feel like I've given up. You don't have to give up until 2027. Set them now. I used to set quarterly goals and I'm not above setting them now. But this year, for funsies, I set some New Year's resolutions / goals. Henry has joked with me well, I think he was serious, but he was like, your goals kind of sound like a to-do list. And you know what? That's okay too. I think a good goals list needs things that you can tick off very quickly, as well as things that take some time. So first and foremost, I do want to talk about some of the goals that I actually already went ahead and achieved, those to-do list goals. So the first one is that I did want to do a running challenge in the spring. I wanted to do it by summer, basically, and check and mate. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Check. I did in fact do that. I am very proud of that. My next goal was to help my mom move up here. Really, it was mostly, it was 99% her, but I helped where I could, dadgummit. And then the last thing that I fully accomplished was that I wanted to do a decluttering of my house before my baby boy started walking. At the time, he was close to crawling. He is currently cruising, pulling up on everything, and crawling up a storm. I'm so glad that I did that declutter. I have a whole video about it. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to do. It was a lot to edit. It was a lot, but you know what? I got it done. The third goal I set, this is in no particular order, but the third goal I set was to go and see Henry's uncle by the fall, and we have our plane tickets booked. We will be going in July. That should all be good. We are good to go. They know we're coming. They're excited. They get to meet our baby. The other goal that was adjacent to that was to see my friends twice this year. I have long distance friends and my friendships are really, really important to me. I have friends up here in Missouri, but my college friends, my adult long friends, they're not quite lifelong friends, but adult long friends, they live further down south. And so I saw them for MLK weekend, and they are coming up next month for my baby boy's first birthday. I could cry thinking about his birthday. Where has the time gone? Okay, I'm fine. But they are going to come up. I am incredibly touched that they're coming to visit. And then they are getting married in October, which is so wild. The point is, we are slated to see each other thrice this year, which is really exciting. I'm really excited that they're coming up. I'm excited to see them for their wedding in October. All good things, all good things. And then I think that is it in terms of New Year's resolutions that I have fully accomplished, or basically everything is set in motion to accomplish them. So the next little bit will be ongoing goals that I'm actively working toward. The first being that I want to read 15 books in 2026. That feels like a high number to some people and a low number to other people, but I have a baby, I have a full-time job, I have a YouTube channel. I'm proud of that goal. And so far, we have read 10 books this year, most of which I have reviewed here on the channel. I may have missed one. I don't think I reviewed Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, but I do have it on my Goodreads. So if you guys are interested, go check out my Goodreads account. I'm even more ranty and unhinged on there if you like to read a good rant. I believe I referred to the male lead as a tea sandwich of a man, which greatly amused my husband. And then my next ongoing goal is to just stay consistent on YouTube. I have been uploading weekly for the past 3 years, but yeah, that's just a goal of mine, is to stay consistent on YouTube. We are accomplishing that. And then second to last but not least is to pay at least $200 a month toward debt. Now, if you're interested, if you're a newcomer here, I have a whole debt recap every single month. It's a little rambly, but it is my one sit down video a month. I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy letting you guys know what I'm doing, where I'm spending my money. We are actively accomplishing that, so I'm very proud. And then the final goal is to get back into Wonderland. And for those of you who don't know, Wonderland is when your weight starts with a 1. It starts with a 1. Mine currently starts with a 2. And so I am actively working toward that. Speaking of weight loss, I will spoiler alert you guys, regular subscribers know this, we're not in Wonderland yet, but that's okay. My goal is to get there by the end of the year. We still have plenty of time. I have lost weight. We're going to talk about all that. But basically this is about like, hey, what was the progress that I was able to make in 6 months? And I want this to be inspirational. I just do. Nothing makes me feel better than when people are like, maybe you inspired me to do this or that. I have a regular viewer, Katie. She was like, you've inspired me to like start running. Like nothing feeds and warms my soul. Why do I feel weirdly emotional? I need to calm down. But like just the relationship I have with you guys and everything. Thank you so much if you've supported my channel in any way, shape, or form. And if I've ever inspired you to do anything, you know, or even just made you smile, made you happy, that really does mean the world to me. And thank you for dealing with me because I've been a little whiny this year. It's kind of been a tough year. It just kind of has. I've talked a little bit about it in like vlogs at the beginning of the year, but one of the things that really stands out is that I was just kind of struggling. I was constantly tired. I kind of felt like a failure. Like I was like, why don't I have the energy to do what I need to do? So then I went to my doctor. We did lab work. Turns out I had a vitamin D deficiency. I'm anemic, which I knew that one already. And then my hypothyroidism was rearing its ugly head because my thyroid goes from hypo to not, and she was in a hypo mood, and that does contribute to fatigue and whatnot. And I think any of those one things are enough to kind of make you kind of, you know, feel a little like, but all three, I was exhausted. So as much as I keep talking about this is what I was able to accomplish in 6 months, I didn't do anything in February. Now, granted, my weight stayed about the same. I think it stayed exactly the same. I didn't gain weight, but I didn't lose weight either. And then another thing was that my aunt had a really bad health scare. We were literally told that she had an inoperable tumor. I don't know if I've updated you guys on this. I think I kind of told you she was doing better. I didn't want to like give a full update. We did finally get all of the news because, you know, it's not all they tell you everything at once. She's had to go to a lot of appointments and things, but they not only managed to get all of the tumor, but that's where all the cancer was. So she is cancer free. So yeah, so she's doing a lot better. I'm okay. But yeah, we had gotten some really bad news initially. So we had gone down there. It's just, you know, a lot of things have happened this year. So I honestly would be proud of myself for what I managed to accomplish, even if it had been a good year. But the fact that I've managed to accomplish these things in the face of having such a rough year, I'm really proud. And thank you guys for being my accountability partners as always. It really does mean the world to me. I'm going to stop being sappy for now, but I'll be back. I always come back. So the last caveat I do want to give is that from March to June, I was microdosing a GLP-1. And so, you know, I just always like to say that because I don't want anyone to ever feel like, maybe I can't lose weight the way you can. It's been a hard road even with the GLP-1. I'm going to have a whole video about my experience microdosing, but honestly, it was not a good experience. But regardless, I always just want to give that caveat. I never want a newcomer to come and feel like down that maybe they weren't able to like accomplish what I was able to accomplish. But okay, all the caveats and all the rambling aside, the first thing I want to get into are my measurements. Now, I'm not going to go into them individually, but obviously I lost everywhere, with the biggest losses being my stomach and my hips / butte. Now, I will say a few things. Number one, I basically live in leggings and workout clothes, so I often kind of don't notice weight gain as much. But one of the things that I did notice was that in Christmas of 2024, you're like, where are you going with this, Maddie? 2 years ago, basically, my loving husband, Henry, bought me this shirt. You can't hardly see it because, of course, I have the belt on. It feels amazing, by the way. But it's actually Jamie French's merch. It's French roast. Let the okay times roll. I asked him if he could get it for me in a smaller size. I'm pretty sure it's literally just a large. But your girl, I am an extra large girly. And I asked him if he could. And then very shortly thereafter, and in fact, when it was Christmas, but when he ordered it, I wasn't pregnant. And then I was pregnant by the time I received it for Christmas. It didn't really fit well. It didn't look good. It was hugging all my lady lumps and not in a good way. And so I retired her, but I put her on today for this video and I think she looks great. I feel like I look cute. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I do. So that was like a non-scale victory that I was like really able to see like, oh, I see where those 6 inches have gone. And also I do have PCOS/PCOM. So belly fat is very stubborn for me. So losing 6 inches in 6 months, what do the kids do now? They do this. Either way, we're feeling good. But where you really see it are the before and after pictures. Now I have lamented anytime I do a monthly challenge, I will take before and afters, and I always tell you guys, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. I see a difference. Holy crap. I was not prepared. I don't even know. I'm just going to put them up on the screen and you can pause if you want to. My stomach, I see all 6 of those inches. They gone. She gone. I feel like my butt looks better. I just like, it's all coming together. Last but not least are the weigh-in numbers, the thing everybody cares about. I've given you all the caveats. I didn't lose weight in February, had a pretty significant stall in May/June, was really annoyed. But you know what? I stayed the course and I am so proud that I did. I'm not clapping because I have a mic, but I'm so proud because at the beginning of 2026, I stepped my butt on the scale. And I weighed 251.1 pounds. I'm not proud of it. It is what it is. However, at the end of June, 6 months later, I stepped on the scale and I cannot remember the exact number, but we are 30.7 pounds down. I can't believe it. I'm partway in between a challenge. So the last time you guys saw me weigh in, I weighed in just a little bit more, but like I was not prepared. I am shook. After everything that has been going on this year, I am so incredibly proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of Renpho. And so to show my appreciation, there will be a bonus video this week. Because I did make a community post asking, hey, if you guys got any cues for my A, then let me know and I will share them. And so I decided I wanted to like ramble on and yap on for as long as I wanted to. So there is a Q&A video. It is edited. It is ready to go. If you see it and you're like, Maddie, I had more questions for you, then feel free to like leave them in that post or I will inevitably, I'm going to do this again at the end of the year. But that is everything. If you stuck around to the end, you really are a real one. And if you stuck around to the end and you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Thank you so much to Renpho for sponsoring this video. You can check out the link for this amazing belt in my description down below. And if you are interested in winning, don't forget the 3 things you got to do. Follow me on Instagram at MaddieDoesWhatSheWants93. Follow Renpho on Instagram and comment on that post, self-care. And Renpho will choose one of you lucky people to win one of these amazing red light heating vibrating therapy belts. I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.